Hey everybody, this is Rycard here again, and welcome to another narrated Pokemon Showdown Wi-Fi battle kind of thing. Today's video is an NU match that I decided to resurrect my Gravity team from 5th Gen for. Now unfortunately this team isn't the same anymore because I'm using it in NU, and unfortunately Electros, which is one of my specially defensive and multiple type coverage Pokemon, is currently an RU, so I had to replace him, and I decided to try out a Violet Clefairy to see how it would work. Now, this Violet Clefairy set is going to be Gravity, Sing, Moonblast, and Soft Boiled with kind of a specially defensive spread. And because I can actually run Sing with Gravity on it, I actually was able to remove Hypnosis from my Exeggutor, if you remember this team, obviously. If you don't, go look for it. I'm on my channel somewhere. It's actually really cool. But I was able to remove Hypnosis from Exeggutor, meaning I can now run Giga Drain on it, giving me some more type coverage overall. So let's see how this plays out in the current meta. So to start things off, I lead off with my Raticate as my opponent leads off with his Mesprit. Now, knowing I can just go for a really powerful U-turn because it is Hustle and Choice Banded, I go for that first turn, able to outspeed, and also do a lot of damage. Now, the funny thing about that is I got a crit, while my opponent also seemed to happen to have a Tanga Berry for some odd reason. Like, who runs that? But anyway, he sets up his rock, so I figured, you know what, I can just set up mine. If he wants to get rid of them later with Defog on his Skuntank, he's going to have to get rid of his too, and I'm okay with that, and I can find another time to try to set mine up. But I know that for a fact I can take an Energy Ball, I can take a Psychic, or whatever, and I know that because he's running kind of a specially attacking set, U-turn isn't going to be terrible, so I'm able to live it pretty well, and I go for a Leech Seed on the switch, knowing that he has nothing on his team that actually resists Leech Seed or has Magic Guard or anything like that. But he brings in Primeape, and now I know another U-turn is definitely going to be coming, so I go into my Clefairy right here to take it pretty well. Now being a Fairy type, resists it, and has the ability to recover this off later in battle too because it's Soft Boiled. But he just goes into his Rhydon, and I'm like, you know what, I could probably live a hit from this, so let me go for Gravity first and then figure out what to do after. But it turns out he starts to set up. He goes for a Rock Polish and then Swords Dance, but I'm just like, you know what, let me see if I can hit a Sing, and I do, which is awesome. So I was able to actually make that work, which is really cool. And then I'm like, you know what, I have to go into Exeggutor right here. Probably the only thing that can take an attack from this guy, and also I can threaten out with Giga Drain. Unfortunately, though, he wakes up first turn, and this really bugged me, mainly because of the fact that the amount of setup required to get the Sing to hit should at least give me, 2 turns of sleep or something like that. But either way, Stone Edge doesn't kill even at +2, and I'm able to actually just take it out with the Giga Drain nice and clean. But he goes into Pyroar here, and obviously me not wanting to take a fire move, decide to switch out into Regirock. Pyroar obviously going to go for the fire type attack. Unfortunately though, it burns, which has been a recurring theme with me for a while. Pretty much every fire attack that has been hitting me recently has just burned me. And Regirock unfortunately can't really do too much here, but it's going to give me another free opportunity to set up Gravity to kind of benefit the rest of my team. So I go for it. And then he brings back into Spirit. I know Energy Ball is there. I was thinking maybe I could live this one at that range of health. Maybe before he got max damage or something because I'm max special defense. But I can just bring in Raticate right here, knowing before that I can outspeed. And now I don't have to worry about Hustle missing because Gravity is up, so U-turn is the safe bet here. It does almost 60% to the Skuntank, and it's completely, it's an unstab U-turn, and it's not even a super effective hit. That's a lot of damage. But I can safely bring in Garbodor here, knowing that Skuntank really cannot do much to this Pokemon, and I'm free to set up a layer of Spikes. Unfortunately, though, for me, he does go for the Memento, which is going to lower my special attack and my physical attack, meaning that he's now going to be freely able to bring in Gorbis and able to now set up a free Shell Smash. Now, I figured, you know what, Clefairy is the most specially defensive thing left on my team. I could probably live an attack from this guy and then go for a Moonblast. Unfortunately, though, for me, Moonblast doesn't do nearly as much as I was hoping, and I don't get the special attack drop either, which would have been nice. I might have been able to live a second Surf if that were the case, but unfortunately I can't. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to bring in Swanna. I know Hurricane will kill. Unfortunately, though, I missed the Hurricane because Gravity isn't up, and he's able to just cleanly take me out with a Psychic. And I'm like, alright, well, I still have priority and Quick Attack on Raticate. Let's hope this hits. And thankfully it does, which is great. Otherwise, my team would have just been swept right there. I debated for a long time which to go into first, and I figured the Raticate Quick Attack wouldn't kill. I didn't trust it at all, and I lost my Swanna for it, which was really unfortunate. But either way, he's going to bring in Primeape. I'm either expecting, close combat or U-turn right here. Garbodor can take both of those very well. And he's actually going to U-turn out into his Pyroar here. I'm really not sure why he didn't U-turn out into Mesprit here. And I'm thinking about this in hindsight. But I'm able to live the Hyper Voice reasonably well, and I'm actually going to be able to take him out with a Drain Punch, which is amazing for me because now this guy is out of the way. And if you were noticing, though, throughout this whole battle, because of the spikes and because of the Stealth Rock that has been up, my opponent's team is slowly getting whittled down to the point where my Raticate will pretty much be able to sweep with Quick Attack at this point. So I know that I can bring an Exeggutor here. I know I can live the U-turn based on prior knowledge of being able to live it from before. And this is going to give me the free opportunity to set up my last Gravity of the battle, which is actually going to clinch me the game at this point. Because even if he does switch out here, he's going to take more damage from Stealth Rock and more damage from Spikes. And he does go for the U-turn, trying to take me out. Fortunately, though, I can actually live it because of the Citrus Berry luck that I've been having with Harvest. And my opponent's Mesprit is just going to die upon switch-in because he takes both Stealth Rock and Spikes damage now because the Gravity is up, even though he does have the Levitate ability. So he's just going to have to bring in his Primeape right here and lock himself into a move. I'm assuming it's Scarfed. And he just goes for Stone Edge, and that doesn't even kill me. So I'm able to actually just take this guy out with a Psychic and give me the victory in the battle. Had it killed me, though, I could have just Quick Attacked, and that would have been game. I wouldn't have had to worry about it missing at this point because Gravity was up. So anyways, everybody, that was the battle. I'm definitely going to do some more with this team. I love this team. I love using Gravity. I think it's such an interesting option for a lot of Pokemon. And it's going to be really cool to see how this works in 6th Gen. So I hope you enjoyed as well. Look forward to some more videos with this team. And as always, everybody, take care, goodbye, and I will see you all next time.